What it is. Peace, silly listeners. Welcome to the podcast where we shoot the shit and we take our silliness seriously. The Professionally Silly Podcast. It's your Audible boo thing, Amber Smiles Jones. And welcome to some Audible Silly. It is currently Memorial Day week. So my day job, I work for a morning radio show, and during the week of Memorial Day, they usually have off for the entire week. And so when I first started, I also got like all those days off as well. But I did ask for more responsibility because I want to learn more on how things work behind the scenes. You know, bringing a morning radio show together. So I have been tasked with usually half of the week when we do these vacation weeks. Half of the week, I will go in and make sure that best ofs go out to all of our affiliates and whatnot. And this week, I had to do the same. I'm doing the same for 3 days this week. And every time I do it, I am super anxious because I don't do it very often. It's just the vacation times. So after a while, I kind of like forget how to do it. So I have to I made like a video. I recorded Katie doing it so I can remind myself how to reschool myself when it comes time to it. Anyways, usually it's very anxiety ridden. And it was this past Monday on Memorial Day. It was very difficult, but I remembered kind of like a muscle memory in a way. Once I saw the board, I was like, oh, okay, these go here, blah, blah, blah. It was very interesting. But I'm proud of myself. I got through it. No mistakes as of late. I've gotten no emails of anybody. So I think we're good. And I'm getting better at doing the best ofs to the point to where I am not nearly as nervous as I was when I first started doing it. So now it feels like, okay, perhaps they really can rely on me to do this. And that makes me feel really good. Also, guys, this past Monday on the Professionally Silly channel, if you're watching this YouTube video right now, that's the channel that you're at. I got a chance to visit TFK, TRELAWNY Fusion Kitchen in Jonesboro, Georgia. And I got a chance to really show you guys the amazing flavors that this restaurant has to give. Let me tell you something. I love Jamaican food, so this was a treat. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out the video. It is once again on the Professionally Silly channel for those of you who are listening to the podcast. It was so delicious. That mac and cheese, get out of here. Get out of here right now. That mac and cheese had no business being that damn good. No business. You hear me? And the meal that I had, oh, that grouper was fried to perfection. And then I had two amazing cocktails. One was like a frozen pina colada cocktail that she put her foot in. The other one had tequila. Girl, don't... I was there for 3.5 hours. I had to make sure I was good, It was such an amazing experience, and I hope that you guys decide to go ahead and check out that video. And if you do decide to watch it on the YouTube channel, do me a favor, click that thumbs up button and make sure you guys subscribe. And do the same for this video as well. If you're watching via YouTube, click that thumbs up button. I cannot tell you how important it is to get me into the algorithm. I have been doing content creation since 2014, actually a little earlier than that. And I am still a small creator. So without you guys clicking that thumbs up button, I'm always going to be a small creator. So I could really use your help. While I was at TFK, I asked a couple of customers after they finished dining what their experience was. And interesting enough, it was actually their first time being there. So let's go ahead and hear what these young ladies had to say. Trying to do these days is I'm trying to shout out all the amazing Black-owned businesses in the area, because especially on the south side, because everybody is always going to the north side, and there's amazing places right here. You get good food for good money. My question for you would be, have you been here before today?
No, today is my first time being here. Yes.
Well, how did you enjoy your time here at TRELAWNY Fusion?
The service, the customer service, the server was really good. She was very informative and let me know some of the things on the menu that I didn't understand. Overall, the food was excellent.
And there's something to say about not just the food being good, but also the company. The people who work here, they're so much fun. They kind of make you feel at home. Do you enjoy the ambiance of the location as well?
I do. I like the location, number one. I like the inside, how it's decorated. It is really nice. It's very warming and appealing, and I feel very comfortable here.
Are you going to come on back?
Oh, I've already told my friend she's moving not far from here, and I told her this would be one of the restaurants that I would come back to visit.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do you live in the Clayton County area?
I live in the McDonough area, but my friend is moving close by, so we came here to visit and to spend time and to have lunch together.
I just wanted to hear from someone who literally just ate here, and I didn't know it was your first time, so that's even awesomer.
One of the other things I like to say is that I'm a vegetarian, and they have a lot of vegetarian options. That's why I came.
That is a very good point. There is a bit of a proudness that they have here to where they really listen to what their customers want. So that's awesome. Thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome.
You have a good day. Thank you. That was Miss Brenda. She had a lot to say, and she said she will come back and try it again. And if you are in the Georgia area, especially on the south side of Atlanta, yo, check it out. It's right around the corner, and if you're willing to make a little trek, it is worth it. Trust me on that. All right, guys, if you haven't already, subscribe, rate, and review this podcast, because that is the best way to show your support, not only for my podcast, but all the podcasters and podcasts out there that you love. That is the best way to help them find some success. If you're listening on Spotify, you're able to leave comments directly under the episodes, each episode that you're listening to. So feel free to do that as well. All right, it is time for our POC Excellence segment. This is where I like to give my flowers to our people of color who have been doing some amazing, inspiring things. This time, our POC Excellence segment has to do with a school bus. Let's get into it. It says here, on the @BlackMedia page on Instagram, it says Black couple builds underground storm shelter out of school bus for their community. How fire is that? I'm going to go ahead and play this video so you guys can hear from the horse's mouth what, why, and how they did what they did.
Call it riding out the storm, literally.
It's the whole bus underground.
A bus placed underground as a storm shelter.
I'm ready for the tornado, you know.
James and Claudette Hunter purchased a bus 5 years ago after a tornado ripped through the trailer park they own on County Road 40 West.
It didn't do that much damage, but it picked up a trailer and threw it across the highway.
Concerned about their tenants' safety during severe weather.
So she knows it's there if she needs it.
This underground bus was a refuge during the April tornadoes and the storms that passed 2 months ago.
They were safe, and a lot of them said it's roomy, and they just had a nice time down there.
The Hunters say it was all about being frugal.
We started looking for retainers, and they were so expensive. So we started thinking about a school bus.
They found this old Autauga County school bus built in 1985 from a junkyard for only $800.
Now this bus has 20 seats and it can fit about 75 people on it, including people standing along the aisle.
It's 9 feet underground and the bus is 27 feet long. The Hunters paid a man $700 to dig a hole deep enough to cover the bus.
Then when we got all the dirt out and the bus down to the level of the ground, then we was able to bag the bus in the runway and then pull it down in there. You see those caps sitting on the top? Those are your air vents. And I have a kerosene lamp in there for a bag up.
A unique underground shelter from the storm.
That is so amazing. That is so amazing. So their community, if they need it, they gonna have it. I'm sure if you look at the comment section, I'm sure there's a lot of people saying, "Oh, but you need this," and what about that? You know, this is just an idea that they've just gotten together. I'm sure they may add things to it like water or maybe a second exit, whatever, what have you. But the point is, what they're doing is amazing. So now their community is going to be safe should there be an issue like a crazy storm coming. I am very proud of them. That is awesome. And you know what? Let me go ahead and hand my flowers to y'all. God bless you. It's the Professionally Silly Podcast. It's no secret that 911 has a very important use. It's for emergencies. But y'all wouldn't believe the type of calls that operators are forced to take. Let's go ahead and talk about it. I went ahead, search around the internet looking for some very interesting 911 phone calls. And when I tell you I found a few, honey, I'm not playing. So I got this one from dmilked.com, which is a very interesting name for a website. Demilked. You know, it just seems like it might be a Pornhub category, but let's just go ahead and move on from that. It says here, a man called to say he's wrestling with deadly 10 meters, which is for us Americans 32 to 33 feet, snake in his backyard. He was very scared, and although I wasn't sure how a 10-meter snake appeared in his backyard, I sent the emergency to the police. They even called him back, but his father answered. The conversation was quite funny. Hello, sir? Police here. Is this Mr. Y?
It's his father.
Do you know where your son is?
I don't know. Went to the backyard, I guess.
Maybe you should check on him. He might be fighting for his life against a deadly snake. Turned out, the guy was a little high, and he was wrestling with a bush. So pretty much here, this dude called 911 because he thought that he was being attacked by a 32-foot snake, which is a big-ass snake. Mind you. Turns out this motherfucker was high as hell and he was fighting with a bush. That's crazy. Well, these things happen. All right, let's go on to the next idiot. This one is coming from rd.com. It says here, a Jacksonville, Florida man. We're starting in Florida. We're already going someplace fun. A Jacksonville, Florida man was so upset when a sandwich shop left the special sauce off his hero that he called 911 twice. The first time was to ask if the officers could make sure his sandwich was made properly. Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here. The second time was to complain that the cops weren't responding fast enough to the first call. I hope they arrested him for misuse of 911. I hope they did. That's ridiculous. Was he high too? Shit. Let's go on to the next one here. This one's coming from cheeseburger.com. You heard right. It says here, I had a woman call 911 to ask if it was legal to sell a baby. What? No, bitch. What? This is the next one, still on cheeseburger.com. I had a guy call to report information on a drug dealer because the dealer had sold him meth instead of coke. The guy said that, I understand that's not what you ordered. But again, that's not why you call 911. I don't care if it's a sandwich or if they got your drugs wrong. You don't call for that. It says here, the guy said this was an ongoing issue and he had finally had enough.
I'm so sick of this motherfucking getting my drug order wrong. If I want cocaine, goddammit, I want cocaine.
Now, I feel you. That is a very different drug. I completely understand. I don't want meth either. If I had to get one of those two drugs, I would rather have coke. I ain't gonna hold you. But here's my thing. Coke is very expensive. That's a drug I can't afford to be addicted to. Now, I can afford some meth. I don't know why. I'm gonna keep that in there. Fuck it. I have another one here. It says here, these are coming from Bored Panda. It says here, this guy calls early in the morning to report a forest fire. He goes on saying it's getting closer and then goes silent. He then said, never mind, the forest fire was the sun coming up. He admitted that he normally isn't up this early in the morning. Is everybody high in this segment? Oh man, I wish I was high. I'm kind of pissed. Oh my God. Not him calling 911 on the sun. Okay. All right, here's our last one here. And this one's going to be pretty easy. I'm just going to play the characters, okay? You'll get who I am.
There's a shark in the ocean.
Yes, ma'am. That's where we keep them. Yeah, so that was the last 911 call. Mm-hmm. I got to tell you, man, I'm sure there are so many more crazy 911 phone calls that we probably you can't even imagine. Also, probably some cute ones too, like kids call. I remember hearing a 911 phone call. I think it was on like TikTok or maybe another podcast, but it was like a kid calling 911 to get help with their math homework. It was adorable as hell. And if I remember correctly, the operator did actually try to help them, I think. So that was kind of cute. Have you ever thought to yourself, damn, I wish I could get arrested and locked up. Life ain't fair, man. Life is just not fair. No? Me neither. But there are a few people out there who would love the opportunity to experience just that. Not only that, they'll pay for it. Next on the Professionally Silly podcast. So I was scrolling on Instagram like I do every fucking day, and I came across this page called @I'mJustBait, and it is. I've never heard of this page, actually. I decided to follow them immediately after I came across this. Might get some future content from this page here, but it says South Korea has a relaxation prison where you can get locked up just to unwind. That sounds crazy. You can pay to get locked in a cell for up to 20 hours a day in South Korea to reset from the stresses of daily life. What? Maybe South Korean prisons are nicer than they are here in America, but here I don't want to get locked up anywhere in America. I don't want to get locked up anywhere. What? And then pay for it? Okay, let's go on. It says there is a prison retreat called Prison Inside Me. Actually looks kind of like a modern day apartment building from this photo. It's a voluntary isolation center where people escape from modern life. No phones, no clocks, just a mat, a diary, and total silence. You stay alone in a tiny cell and meals get passed to you through a slot in the door. Now, I will tell you this. I've never been to Korea. That is South Korea. That's definitely one of my bucket places to go to. But I do know this. They got some good ass food, so that might be the best part of this particular experience. That's my assumption. The idea came from a former prosecutor who worked 100-hour weeks. Holy shit. Some book 24 hours, others stay for a full week. With burnout on the rise, people are now choosing prison to find some peace. What? Yo, this seems crazy to me. What are you talking about? Yeah, fam, you couldn't pay me to be locked up in any place. Maybe it's because I'm black and just the idea of that just sounds crazy. What kind of gentrified Alcatraz bullshit is going on here? I can just imagine me, girl, you know what healed my spirit? I paid to go to prison. The fuck? That's crazy. That's the kind of shit that only other countries could do. That just don't make no fucking sense to me. I'm sorry. Fam, you can do the same thing in your bedroom. Just don't pay your bills. The lights will go off. Your Wi-Fi will go off. You know what I'm saying? You'll be in a prison-like setting, except you can leave your home. I don't want to be locked up anywhere. Not to mention, I don't want other people in control of me, of when I can get the fuck out. What if somebody decides to call off work someday and now I'm stuck in the fucking prison for goddamn 2 weeks because nobody thought to check on my ass? Or what if I got my paperwork all fucked up? Now I'm, No, sorry, no ma'am, no way, no how. Whatever happened to camping? Let me find out somebody black decided to pay to be locked the fuck up. You ain't got to pay for it. All you gotta do is walk outside your door and breathe in. Somebody will come along to arrest you anytime. Don't you worry about it. Paying for this shit. Fuck out of here. Am I the asshole for refusing to pay more rent after getting a raise? My roommate found out. And my roommate found out on the Professionally Silly podcast. We haven't been to Reddit in a minute, I know, but we are on Reddit right now, and I came across the AITA thread, Am I the Asshole thread, and I fucking love it. So this one is, Am I the asshole for refusing to pay more rent after getting a raise my roommate found out about? All right, so it says here, I, 28 female, had a huge promotion at work recently. I was excited about my promotion, but chose to keep it to myself because I tend to be private about my money. Fair. I've been living with my roommate, 29 female, for over 3 years. We pay 50-50 for our apartment, but she earns far less than I do at her nonprofit job. Last week, I accidentally left my laptop open, and she saw my bank account and my new balance. She confronted me immediately. She was upset that I did not tell her about my promotion, and now wants me to pay 80% of the rent because I earn so much more than her. The fuck? I told her that I do not. We agreed on 50-50 split when we started living together. I also have student loan payments that she does not. Okay. She brought it up again yesterday, saying it was the right thing to do, and I am being selfish. I reminded her that I also buy the vast majority of groceries and also pay most of our utility bills without problems. I don't think my financial success now obligates me to subsidize her housing. She chose her career path with the understanding of the salary limitations. Am I the asshole for not wanting to pay more rent now that I got a raise in my career? Hell no, you're not the fucking asshole. Hell no. Let me tell you something. You might be making more money now with your job, but both of y'all are taking up space. Both of y'all are using electricity. Both of y'all are using Wi-Fi. Both of y'all are using water. Is she using less than you? Bitch, pay your rent. And also, honey, don't leave your laptop open. Don't do that. Don't do that. I mean, if this doesn't work out, the good thing is you can afford to get your own place. So if she wants to act an ass, you can go ahead and turn on your 30-day and get yourself another apartment. Sounds like you're doing good for yourself. You don't even need a roommate at this point. But no, I do not think you're the asshole for not wanting to pay more rent. Okay, here's the thing. Your roommate is not practicing the 3 F's, okay? She's not financing you, she's not fucking you, and she's not feeding you. You don't owe her shit. You guys had an agreement, 50-50. You both have your own room. You both use all the common spaces. You know what I'm saying? That is fair. No, I don't think you're the asshole. I think a roommate's an asshole. I mean, you can work at a nonprofit. That's great. That's beautiful. That's glorious. I'm actually CFO of a nonprofit called From Broke to Breakthrough. But guess what? I have a job as well because there are bills to be paid. What? That's crazy. Oh, my God. Man, if there is anything that you can take from this podcast episode, it's people will spend their money on anything. If they got money to waste, they're going to spend it on some stupid shit. They certainly will. Paying to be locked up is nasty work. Nasty work. Professionally silly life rules. Shout out to the listeners because you guys are fucking titties. I love your faces, but most of all, the ears that are attached to them. Thank you so much for hanging out with me every week and listening to The Silly. And now you can view The Silly right here on the Professionally Silly YouTube channel. And if you guys could do me a favor and subscribe to this podcast, whatever platform that you're using to consume This Silly, especially if it's on YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts. Those are like the big content creator gods. And I am so tired of being a small creator. I am talented. I am creative, and I deserve to make at least some gas money with all this work that I'm putting into this content. And the only thing that you have to do is click the thumbs up button, leave a 5-star review. And if you were so willing to leave a written review as well, a positive one, that would be great. That is exactly what I need to grow. I cannot do it without you. Also, guys, don't forget to check out the TFK TRELAWNY Fusion Kitchen video on my YouTube channel. I'll make sure I put the link down below in the description box so you guys can go ahead and take a look at that. Check out the podcast Instagram at It's Pro Silly, and of course the podcast Facebook, the Professionally Silly Podcast Group. We get a little silly over there. My email is down below if you want to hit me up. Got some if you have some ideas of some topics that we can discuss on the show. Maybe you want some advice, or maybe you just want to write in and tell me that I'm doing a good job. It actually makes me feel good to receive emails. Also makes me feel good to receive voicemails and text messages as well. So if you'd rather do that, the number is 805-664-1828, and that will also be down below as well. And down there, you can also find my link tree, which has all the links to my most used social media platforms, Instagram, TikTok, both of my YouTube channels, and more. And if you keep on scrolling, you'll find my P.O. Box information, which is down there, Amber Smiles Jones, P.O. Box 533, Lovejoy, Georgia, 30250. Send whatever you would like, and are guaranteed there will be an unboxing right here on this channel. Speaking of which, one of you sent me something really dope. I already filmed it. I just need to edit it. There's a few things that I want to change, but that will be coming very soon. So we will have ourselves kind of a short form video of something that one of you, one of my amazing supporters, has sent. I'm looking forward to that. I really am looking forward to you guys seeing it. Once again, I'm your audible boot thang, Amber Smiles Jones. And thank you so much for listening to the Professionally Silly Station, where I take my silliness seriously. And I'll leave you with this. If all spiders on Earth work together, they could theoretically eat the entire human population in a year. So enjoy that. There's that kind of makes my illogical fear of spiders logical as fuck. So for those of you people making fun of you for being afraid of spiders, you share that. You share that little tidbit with them. You let them know. Until next time, silly listeners, watch where you step, because there's pieces of shit everywhere, and they love to spread their ignorance. Okay, bye. It's no secret that his father. It's his father. No, oh shit, it's still recording.